approaching Parikrama for the music?
Firstly, I've been a big fan of Parikrama and rock music for a long time, and I was waiting for a chance to work with him. And fortunately for me, Manjunath himself was a big rock fan. He was the lead singer in a rock band. So I thought, but I went to them completely thinking that they will say no because they don't do Bollywood was the thing, even on their website. So, but I thought I'll take a chance. And I went with the script to them. But first they told me, when they didn't know anything about the concept, they told me that we don't do Bollywood. I said, just read the script. So I sat there for an hour, they read the script and they said yes. It's as simple as that. I feel that the true rock sound has not come in our Hindi movie industry. There have been films which have talked about rock music, but I think they soften the rock music a bit to make it palatable to the normal audience. The kind of sound Parikrama has, I thought that I need to get an authentic rock song.
So what kind of brief did you give the band?
So firstly, I told them not to be defensive and thinking that you're doing a movie. I said you should think that you're a band which is performing. Second is I told them that I need them to do not just the songs but also the background music. Not just the song but also the background music, because for me the way Manjunath was, my research showed that Manjunath, when he was happy he would sing, and when he was sad or confused, then somehow he could not sing. So it was in his soul. So for me the whole movie was playing out of one chord in which the background music is there and then suddenly it breaks off into a song and then it goes back. So my brief to them was to first of all keep their sound the way it is. Always the more difficult part is to do the background music, especially for a band, because which has to come together, they have to understand the same thing. And for a musician in background music has to be subservient to the scene. You cannot have the music overplay the action in the scene. So there is where I had to brief them much more. Otherwise the song situations is something which they understood, and beyond giving my brief, I did not tell them that I want a reference of this kind of song. I said you are free to do it, and they did a wonderful job with the songs. The background, there was much more briefing because I had a movie background and they did not. So I had to tell them that this is the dramatic content of the scene, this is the way it should go. Otherwise it was fine, it was fantastic.
And how long did it take for them to just take your brief and run with it and finish it?
See, the songs happened pretty fast. I think most of the songs in the movie are their first takes, the way they sent me a scratch. Most of the time I liked the first take, except one or two where I probably tweaked it a bit and saying that this part we want this. The background music, in fact, I think, so they had the impression that they will watch the movie, the rough cut of the movie, and then they'll start doing background and they will do it from Delhi. They were in Delhi, I was Bombay. So I was editing here and I was sending them pieces, sequences of the movie to do the background. So finally I realized, and I think they also realized it wasn't working. So I called them here. I told them, all you guys have to come here, because I could not go because my stuff was happening here. So, frankly speaking, we did not have, they travel in 5 stars, so we did not have money to put them on the 5 stars, because background music would take 1.5 months. So to foot the bill for 1.5 months for a 5-star. So I told them, again expecting that they will say no. I said that listen, my friend has a flat where all you guys have to put up. You guys have to work there, you put your instruments there. I will come at night, in the day I'm editing, in the night I'll come, I'll chat with you guys the whole night and we'll crack it. Expecting them to abuse me, they said fine, we'll come. And they were here staying in my friend's place for 1.5 months and they composed the whole thing there. So once they were here, it was pretty smooth sailing. They're extremely talented. See, the thing is that Sonam, I've seen Sonam getting up in the morning and the guitar is lying there and he would just bend down and play the guitar 2-3 chords like this. Aisa chahiye kya? Extremely talented. So once you're dealing with that kind of talent, you actually just have to control that talent. You don't tell them what to do. You just tell them, don't go all over the place. This is the movie, this is the scene, so just be within this. So that's about it. It was a pleasure.
So you got exactly how you wanted it to be?
Music is one of our strongest features of the movie. Considering it's a strong content movie, I always wanted the music to reach out as the bridge to the audience, because I know that our audiences love music. So I'm very happy with the music of the film. I think the music, not just the songs, but also the background. In fact, some of our background pieces we've kept in the album, along with the actor's voice who's playing Manjunath. There are some lines which he says which are quite dramatic in the film. So So I think the music will stay with you after you watch the movie, including the background.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Basically, see, this is really not a Parikrama project. This is three of us who used to remain in it. I don't think so anyone will ever refuse a project like a story like Manjunath and what actually he did for, I guess, all of us to inspire us in a small or a big way. And we're very happy it's coming out now to the silver screen because I guess a lot of people will see this and stand up against things that they earlier were afraid of. And that's it. The music, it happened very quickly. They just called us. We knew about Manjunath from before, and I think they gave a script to Nitin. He read it in 2 hours, and we just called them back and they said we're on. And we just started working and kept sending them. The entire background also being done. So that's it. Yeah, I hope it.
What was it like doing the music for a theme like this? I mean, how was it different from the kind of music that you otherwise make?
See, music essentially is an expression. A lot of people write music related on instances in their personal life. Not necessarily that we went through what Manjunath did, but then when this happened to him years ago, like every other Indian, we go through to the TV sets and we wanted to know what happened. We were all also probably very happy when the murderers were convicted and things like that. So, since this was a story that we already had a relation to, it was probably double the conviction to do a movie like this, and the music probably comes more from the heart if you are talking about a subject that you're very close to.
And how many songs are there in the...
Overall in the entire movie, there are basically 3 songs plus one. That's a shlokas from Gita which we converted into a full heavy metal kind of stuff, and there were a lot of different things that we did. There was a poetry by Fez, but if I've pronounced it correctly, pardon. And they couldn't really get permission. That was a very beautiful thing we did. We got this really old man from Jama Masjid, and we just let him sing out poetry, and then we went actually with that recording to Aizwal in Mizoram and recorded the Western piece of choir over a Qawwali guy. Not a Qawwali guy, but just spoken words. But then, because of permission, she couldn't be used in the movie. But yeah, there are 3 main songs, 1 shlokas, and then a lot of background.
Are there any collaborations with any of the artists?
Collaborations within our fraternity of all the people we knew in Delhi. The songs basically are sung by Shankar Mahadevan, KK and Papan. And for the background and even these songs, they are a lot of our friends and other musicians who used to play with us.
Okay. Could you tell us some of that?
Yeah, like this Imran from Parikrama, he's played with us. Abhijit Su is presently playing drums with Parikrama. He's done 2 songs like drums. Gaurav Belani again from Parikrama has done the bass in one of the songs. One of the songs, Srijan, our original drummer, he did the programming for. Then we got Sharat from Brigya to do a piece for us. We got Western classical violin player for Renato Sema. He did. There's Jugalbandi in one of the songs between Indian classical and Western classical forms of playing violin. So, stuff like that. Long.
And this is your second movie in the year. The first was a Marathi movie.
Yeah, essentially this was, if you look at it technically, this was our first movie because we finished recording and everything was done a couple of years ago. Just that the film was not getting released because of certain reasons that Sandeep didn't know, I really don't know. So technically, if you look at release date, yes, that Marathi song was, that one song out of that movie was the first song that we did as a trio, and this is the second one.
Okay, okay.